I'm not exactly dressed for this tag. We're smashing stereotypes. Hi guys, my name's Evie and today I'm doing a tag video that the name alone instills a deep joy in my heart. It literally speaks to my soul. Today I am doing the pop punk tag. This tag was done by my friend Marta. Her link is in the description so you guys can watch her video as well. Seeing as I missed Slam Dunk this year, I can't be 100% pop punk, but let's see how I got on with the tag anyway. First question, favourite band? Seriously? If you don't already know the answer to this question, hello, I'm going to assume you're new here. My favourite band is All Time Low. What was your first gig? My first gig was for a band called Erasmus. You guys might remember In the Shadows from God knows how many years ago. I'm pretty sure I've had this conversation on the channel before. However, my first concert was something completely different. This is going to completely destroy any street cred that I had, but my first concert was a band called Blazing Squad. If you don't know who they are, it really doesn't matter. Favourite pizza topping? I'm really boring on this one. I'm a margarita person or a pepperoni person, although I am one of those people that people just hate. I do sometimes take a notion for ham and pineapple. Name a band you haven't seen live yet but really want to. I think top of my list has to be Linkin Park. They're not really pop punk, but I don't really care. That's closely followed by the Foo Fighters, who I would have seen last year had Dave Grohl not fallen off a stage and broke his leg. Who's your favourite live band? I love seeing so many different bands live, but I think my all-time favourite live band is unfortunately no longer with us. You guys probably wouldn't have heard of them if you live outside Europe, but I used to love a band called The Blackout. I saw them like 20 times and they had the best on-stage banter I have ever seen. I'm talking better than Jack and Alex from All Time Low. That is how good these guys are. The first time I saw them, I thought Sean, one of the frontmen, was a bit of a dick just because he seemed really arrogant and cocky, but then the more you saw him you realise that's just his on-stage banter and that's just the way he was. He was such a lovely guy. I met him a couple of times and it was just an absolute legend. Put your music player on shuffle and name the first 5 songs. Where the hell is my iPod? No, seriously, where actually is my iPod? Shit. Okay, I have my iPod. I have quite a lot of music on my iPod, so I'm going to stick with the playlist I'm listening to at the moment, which is like all the songs that I've labelled as 5-star. So this playlist is a complete mix. It is not just pop punk. Knowing my luck, it's going to play like the most poppy or dancey song on my entire iPod, but I'm going to skip past the song that was playing because I was obviously listening to that one. So if I put it on, if I press, we've got Ocean Avenue is the one that I was actually listening to. If we press skip, oh for fuck's sake. Adagio for Strings by DJ Tiesto. I actually really like that song, but if you haven't heard it you need to listen to it, it's incredible. Next we have House of Cards by Medina Lake. That's a good one, that was a really good song. I miss Medina Lake so much. Next, There's No Such Thing as Accidental Infidelity by Yumi at 6. This is doing really well today, go iPod. It's like it recognised my mood, seriously. Next, It Never Ends by Bring Me the Horizon. This is making me look incredible. This is like so good. All my street cred has now been fully restored. And finally, Lived a Lie by Yumi at 6. I can't remember if that's 4 or 5 songs, so I'll do another one just to be on the safe side. Play Hard by David Guetta. Street cred's just gone straight back out the window again. What do you hate about your town? I hate the fact that Glasgow is so far away from London. Like, it's not actually that far when you think about it. It's like, it's only an hour if you get on a plane. But it involves having to get on a plane anytime you want to go anywhere. What is your opinion on cheap or posers? I don't really concern myself with other people's choice of bands or how they choose to dress. That's completely up to them. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But the one thing that really bugs me is if you go to a gig and you're kind of near the front and there's always some little person behind you and it's clearly their first concert. And like, oh my god, why is everyone like pushing? Like, can you stop pushing please? Oh my god. And it's like, dude, you're at a pop punk show. That's what happens. If you don't like it, don't stand in the middle going to profess your dying love for the singer. That really annoys me. It's when you go to something like a Sleeping with Sirens concert and you hear people go, we love you, Kellen, and it's like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? Neck Deep or The Story So Far? To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of either of them. I'd probably prefer The Story So Far if it wasn't for Parker Cannon being an absolute arsehole, so I'll probably say Neck Deep. If you had a band, what would you call it? You know, I actually had this conversation with one of my friends about 2 weeks ago. We were talking about Guitar Hero and how you have to name your band at the start of the game. And when I played Guitar Hero, I was about 18 years old, so I was still in that really angsty kind of stage. My band name across every game was Hopeful Suicide. How bad is that? How do you tell someone that you want to kiss them? I don't. Next question. How many times a week do you feel navy blue? I quite like this question. I am going to say 5 times a week. It's every week morning round about 7 AM where I'm just like, I don't want to do life right now. Do your parents understand you? I guess they don't really understand me, but they've sort of got used to me. I mean, they have to deal with the fact I talk to a bloody camera. That took them long enough to digest. I think my parents are just used to me talking about bands or going to meet bands or going to a concert, and my mum actually remembers the names of bands and band members now, which is actually quite impressive. I've trained her well. How many band shirts do you own? Fuck. I went through a stage when I was younger that I would get a band shirt at every single show that I went to, and then it just started to bankrupt me, so I had to stop that. I had a massive clear out of band shirts not that long ago because I found that I wasn't actually wearing most of them. I know I've got a load of All Time Low ones because I get a new Hustler t-shirt every year, and I know I've got one from Slam Dunk that I bought for All Time Low, so I've maybe got about 5 or 6 All Time Low. I know I've got 2 Sleeping with Sirens, I have got 1 Pierce the Veil, 1 William Beckett, 1 Hawthorne Heights. The Warped Tour shirts count because there I've got a couple of them as well. I've still got a Look in a Collar shirt that's like 10 years old because I really like the cut of it. That's possibly them all, I'm not totally sure. I've got like 3 drawers full of shirts and I'm not going through all of them to try and find out how many I've got. Converse or Vans? To be honest, I really like both, but I really hate paying the price for Vans, so I'll probably say Converse. Have you ever met a band? Where do I start? I have met plenty of bands over the years, so much so that I've actually gotten a complete other tag video on the subject, so I will pop a link to the Meetings Allows tag that was designed by my friend Rachel. I'll pop that up in that area somewhere, and then you guys can find all of my weird and wonderful stories about meeting bands. Some of them anyway. How many drumsticks or guitar picks have you caught? I've got 1 drumstick. That was from Hippocampus, who were a support band for Walk the Moon. That was May last year? That was about a year ago, I think. In terms of guitar picks, I'm actually better at spotting them on the floor after the gig than actually catching them. I've got 1 Memphis May Fire. I'm sure I've got a Newfound Glory one somewhere. I've got 3 All Time Low ones because we were given a Jack and an Alex at VIP, and then I caught an Alex one at the gig before that. I think that's them all. Considering I don't play guitar, they're all sat in my room somewhere, I don't really know. Throw down or punk jump? I don't even know what the hell this means, but I'm going to assume a punk jump is like when they jump with the guitar and shit, so I'll go a punk jump because Jack Barakat can jump really, really high. How many bands have you seen live? Fucking hell. I have absolutely no idea. I have been going to gigs since I was about 15 or 16 years old, so we're talking quite a long time. Over the past couple of years, I haven't gone to as many gigs as I was, say, 3 or 4 years ago because money's getting tight, I'm now a student. Plus, in my opinion, gig tickets seem to keep going up in price. But 3 or 4 years ago, I can remember 2 separate weeks where I went to like 5 shows out of 7 days. It was absolutely nuts at one point. And I also did Radstock, Slam Dunk and Warped Tour in the same year, so we're talking quite a lot of bands here. A rough guess? I'd probably say somewhere between 400 and 500. Knuckle Puck though? I have no idea, I've never actually heard them. I'm probably not as pop punk as I thought I was. That concludes the pop punk tag. Make sure you check Marta's video, it is down below in the description. If any of my friends love pop punk, then I tag you to do this one. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more of my content, just click the subscribe button down below. My social media links are in the description as well if you want to check them out, including my blog, evidentlyevie.com. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys!